gentlemen, I mean, you guys are truly some of my favorite people on screen, just because what you guys mean on and off the screen. Which to be honest, this movie was troubling because your characters were so unlike what I know you guys for. You know, so how do y'all sit with that? I know y'all are actors, but is it ever something where it's like I can't do this because it's really out of my character, you know, of what my public knows me to be?
Well, that would be a disservice to the art, you know, and the craft. And that's something I've learned, you know, in my, you know, in my older age. Younger, yes, I would have probably tried to avoid, you know, playing a character like this, which is wrong. You know, I always, you know, you grow up and you know, I wanted to be an actor since I was 10. And you always want to be the hero. You want to be Clint Eastwood, you know, shooting the bad guys. You want to be the good, not the bad and the ugly.
Right.
You know, so this time I was willing to be ugly, and bad, and it's fun.
Yeah.
And I've never had problems playing villains. You know, I mean, I've played a lot more villains than this. Maybe you don't remember, but I've played some wretched guys along with the good, positive guys. You know, but and some really wretched characters. But it has more to do with the fickleness of Hollywood than it has to do with your choices. When you come in. When you make a career there, and if it's in television or it's in films, and those first set of roles that you do, that's the way they send you. Right. And so the fickleness of it is, you do a comedy show, and you do a comedy show. When the comedy show is over, someone says, "Well, no, you can't. He can't do drama. You know, he's a comic actor." Right. And then you do drama, and they say, "Well, no, he can't do comedy." You know, he's a drama actor, you know, right. So, you know, you want to be able to do everything, you know, and particularly when you come from the stage. You've done all of that stuff. You've done drama, you've done comedy, you've played villains, you've played heroes on the stage, and you would like to be able to have that versatility on screen. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but particularly for this picture, the characters were so rich. Yeah. You know, villainous at times, but rich. And in an odd way, you know, sort of a morbid, odd way, there was a level of humanity.
And I think there's reality there too. I mean,
yes.
a lot of us learn not actually from the best role model. Sometimes we learn what to do by seeing what not to do. Sure. And I think that's what you kind of see in this play. I was working with this young guy because I mean, y'all great actors, but he might have upstaged everybody, you know.
Oh, no. He was in a position. It was his film. It is his film in a sense, but he was in a position to do that, as you said, to upstage everybody. But the kid is talented enough without knowing that. He didn't come in with any pretensions or anything. He's just a marvelous little boy who is extremely talented, extremely gifted, and he stands on his mark, and the camera loves him, and he's honest.
Right.
Yes.
He's simply honest, and that honesty just emanates throughout his whole performance, you know? Right. And a lot of times watching him, a lot of actors can take a lesson from this kid.
Yeah.
You know, just be honest.
Yeah.
Look the other fella straight in the eye and tell the truth.
Tell the truth, that's it.
Now, the world, especially today, the world's been dealing with all this violence that's going on and people getting killed and mass killings. And, you know, what do you think plays into this? Do you think it's the video games or the movies, or is this just a part of, like, the whole salad bowl of the society we live in that brings, like, situations like what happened yesterday to the forefront?
It's mental illness and too much access to weapons.
Yeah.
You know, people talk about nuclear bombs and missiles being weapons of mass destruction. No, it's as close as a pistol. You know, and what the Congress and the Senate have to do is kick these lobbies out, you know, stop taking the money, and start thinking about people.
I hope we could get to that point.
Yeah, well, I'm a little cynical about that.
Well, and also, you know, the fabric of this country. You know, I look, you know, you're talking to me, so I don't care. Yeah. The fabric of this country has been wrought in violence and genocide and treachery, you know, and so what else can we expect? You know, I mean, we've wiped out civilizations here. We enslaved civilizations here violently. We're the first country to drop a nuclear weapon on another country, and before they could quit, we dropped another one. Okay, so maybe the chickens have come home to roost. Maybe this is part of the fabric. You know, look, you know, I was in prison. I was in prison I killed a guy. And I understood when I did it, I didn't give a damn. It took me years later to care about that moment, to understand what I did. And I know guys who are the same way, who can do it with a drop of a dime and go have a cup of coffee and watch the bodies scraped up off the ground and not care. So it's a question of a big change, a big cultural change, a big mental change.
Right.
And I don't know if we're capable of that.
Well, let's hope that we can get there for the sake of, you know, all of humanity. I appreciate your time. Y'all keep on doing whatever y'all do on screen. I'll keep on watching, you know, whether it's Allstate commercials, movies, whatever. I always just love to see you guys on screen. Thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
I love when he does it.
Not everybody gets the whole song. You're very lucky.